Oh, hello everyone, and welcome back to Go Race Promotions here on Twitch. We are wrapping up another series here tonight with the GT Club Indycar series, wrapping up here tonight at the Circuit of the Americas. Pretty cool track. I don't know how everyone else feels about it, but I think it's a pretty awesome circuit. Great fun to drive around, great fun to race on. For some reason, a lot of people don't like it. I never understood why. It's fast flowing, it's got plenty of places to make a passing move stick. And, well, we're about to quickly take a lap with Chris Munro, our current series leader. And, well, we've got some goss for you about tonight's racing, thanks to our man on the inside, Vladimir. So he believes that this race will be a non-stopping race. The front left is going to get an absolute pounding around here, mostly due to long sustained corners like turn number 2 right there, and even through these long sweeping S-bends here. Once again, another long right-hander punishing those left-hand tyres before we head up into another tough right-hander right here. Going uphill, so many gradient changes, so many different highlights that you could just talk about for days about on this track. But yeah, certainly the front left is going to see some punishment tonight. 17 lap race is most likely tonight. Of course, we are running time certain races in this series. 2 30-minute races tonight with a rolling start. So it'll be interesting to see who can hold the life in their tyres. Pushing the, according to Vladimir, pushing the definition of track limits is what will gain time. As you can see, plenty of space for drivers to run wide, but plenty of space for drivers to maybe take a little bit of a sneaky few tenths by running just that little bit too wide and keeping up that momentum on the exit of the corners. Of course, the less speed you drop, the less speed you have to make up on the straights. Enter turn 8, and that jerk of a turn 9 kink could spit a few people out. And we'll also have a look at some championship points as well. I've just got it up on my second monitor over here. So Chris Munro, the man we're currently riding on board with, he leads the series by 10 points over... Who is that? Marshall, Vladimir and Matt Double. So very tight at the top. As you can see, 20 points between our top 4. So that is really, really tight. I just realised you can't actually see those point scores. So, yeah, having a bit of a fun time at the moment. It's been a long damn week. So, say these are the 2 corners that Drav was talking about in the notes. We're going to have a quick look at someone else. So Matt Double, currently 4th in the championship. He is on 176 points, and he trails by 10 to Vladimir. Then Harley Marshall in 2nd on 188 points. Just 2 clear of Vladimir and 10 shy of Chris Munro, who, as we detailed a little bit earlier, is our series leader heading into this final round tonight. Before they jump into their GT4 series, which is already seeing a lot of entries. If you haven't already joined up, make sure you join up to the GT Club Discord and get involved with their GT4 series. That is going to be mental, I think. I'm just going to have a quick look at their entry list. I think spaces are filling up very, very quickly. They are running 2 of every car. If you're not in there in time, well, too bad, so sad, I guess. So let's see, what have we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10... 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 drivers have already signed up for GT4. They've got spaces with the Saleen, the Panos, the KTM, the McLaren, Toyota Supra, Aston Martin, Mustang and Mercedes left. So if you want to get involved, get in real quick, because I reckon those spaces, I should say, are going to vanish very, very quickly. Let me bring a full view of the circuit and see, so you can see what is actually happening a little bit clearer, I should say. Oh, Jesus Christ, having a real tough time at the moment. Did someone say several 10 to 12 hour days at work this week? I did. It sucks, man. It sucks. But got to pay the bills somehow. Anyway, looking at the times. Let's bring up some times, actually. Where are we? Here we are. So, Chris Munro, top of the timesheets. Pretty well par for the course, really. 146.5 ahead of newcomer to the series, LMR Righteous. Lamar? I would actually say it'd be Rain Ronald Righteous there. GD Gaming 21, are you going to be streaming the GT4 and V8 Supercar series? Yes, I am. I assume you're talking about the AK Racing V8 Supercar series. I certainly will be. And yes, I will stream GT4 as well. So, yeah, make sure you hit that follow button so you don't miss a second of the action. And if you're on YouTube watching this, jump over to Twitch so you can watch it live. Anyway, LMR Righteous sitting second in the standings at the moment. Making his debut tonight. And he will be racing in GT4 as well, so keep an eye on this guy. Could be a bit of trouble for our top guys here. Should we call them Top Guns, perhaps? I don't know, man. So we have 14 drivers in the server at the moment. That is not a bad turnout for the final round of the series. Great to see everyone still out there having a crack, even though they might not be in with the contention to win the series. It's a good chance for them to get on stream and maybe get a little bit more practice. You know, more experience. Talk about it a little bit. The best way to improve is keep practicing. Get into anything you can and just drive. Just drive anything you can. Race anything you can. Race against different people. Race against drivers who are better than you. Race against drivers who aren't as good as you. You're going to learn something every time you're on track. So, yeah, hats off to all these guys for not just throwing in the hat and saying, well, I can't win, so I'm not going to race this night. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that, people. Don't be that guy. I have to say, that is something that's a bit disappointing in all forms of motor racing. The moment someone thinks they can't win, they don't race. So it's soft. Stop being soft. Anyway, keep an eye on LMR Righteous. 46.865. That's not a bad time. Certainly might catch Chris Munro napping tonight. Harley Marshall in third with a 147.056. Christopher Razor 47.694. Justin Barber, I want to say it's Justin. Fifth with a 147.790, and then we head back to double. Hill, Rickers, Rudenko, McGruther, Scowen, Keranen, Dravelmere, who has just jumped into the server, has not set a relative lap time. I'm expecting this guy to be a little bit quicker than what he is doing right now. And then we have Owen Page as well, who has not set a valid lap time. So it is going to be a bit of a talking point tonight, these track limits. They are fairly strict in some places and less strict in others. It is going to be about just finding that fine margin between just right and too far. And I would say for Owen, that would be a little bit too far. But anyway, hopefully Owen gets to grip with the car a little bit. And seeing quite a few good performances from Owen Page throughout the series, so hopefully he rounds out the night, well, the series strong with a top 10 finish. I reckon he can do it. Josh Hill, he only made his first appearance at Watkins Glen at the previous round. He was there or thereabouts. Right now he's not quite there, but again, it's practice. We don't know what these guys are running fuel load-wise, tyre-wise, race setup-wise. You never know. Never know as Dravelmere goes up into 7th place. Floppy disks don't work. I'm keen for these GT4s. Mate, I'm keen for these GT4s as well. The last time GT Club ran GT4s, it was phenomenal. It is phenomenal. The GT4 class is totally underutilised in all forms of sim racing. Need more GT4 series. Get GT4 happening on ACC. I love it. I'll rock that KTM. Don't know why. I like the KTM GT4. It's just a cool little car. Let's go for a little fly around this circuit of the Americas. I see a German flag there. That's good. Lots of different variations. I think if I can get some trivia happening about this circuit, I think this this elevation change for turn 1. Can't remember how high the elevation change is. I think it's more than 10 meters from the start-finish line to the apex of turn 1. So a little bit of fun trivia there. If I've got that right, I've probably got it wrong. I've probably absolutely messed up that quote, but yeah, that is quite fun. Jeez, that is a big lock up there from who is that? Number 18. That's either Zach Scowen or Righteous. Rain, Ronald Righteous. Hey, brother. Hey, how you doing, man? Welcome to the series. All right. The other night I jumped onto ACC and I was doing some laps in the trusty GTR, and man, this section of the circuit is so much fun. I love these sorts of corners where it's just you're balancing the car on that knife's edge of too aggressive, not aggressive enough, trying to keep the car in a straight line. It's just so much fun, and I don't know. I love that section. Easy to make a mistake in, but so rewarding when you get it right. And this final right-hander here is a bit of a pain. I mean, I think we're going to see a few different lines. Some drivers will probably go for hugging the curb. Others, I think the majority will go for that sweeping double apex through here. Just try and set themselves up for this turn right here. Really, it is all about setting yourself up for the final corner to get the run down this hill to this second hairpin. I do love the different radius changes in all the corners. It's not like... It sounds silly, but some tracks, the corners all look the same. Think Queensland Raceway, and you'll get my drift. Queensland Raceway. That track is probably the second most boring circuit in the world. The most boring circuit, of course, is Monza. We don't talk about Monza here. Because this long back straight. Real speed test and then brake testing as well. For cars, motorbikes, anything. And that is a big lock up there from that car. I think that was Matt Double, actually. And this section right here. I think this section is so challenging as well. Got to try and get the car rotated and slowed down without locking the front brake. Do that 17 times in a row or 20 times in a row, and I will eat my hat. I'll eat my hat. I don't have a hat, but never mind that. What on earth? For some reason, I saw that in the corner of the screen. I just thought that was a roller coaster. I don't know why. It's a roller coaster nowhere. I suppose you could turn that into a slide, couldn't you? Let's go from the top, slide all the way down. God, I am really tired. Okay. Oh, well, that is the end of practice. Let's have a look at some final results as soon as I set up my drone camera to get some nice little view of the circuit. Oh, look at that! Even the leaderboard works there. That's cool. I didn't notice that. That is cool. Actually, I don't think that works. Oh, maybe. No, it doesn't matter. All right, let's have a look at some time. So Chris Munro on top with the 146.528. LMR Righteous in second at 146.865. Harley Marshall third. Justin Barber fourth. Christopher Razor in fifth. Keep an eye on him. He'll be quite quick tonight. He might prove to be a bit of a threat to our top 5. Matt Double in 6th place, hoping to get a little bit quicker before the race. Of course, he is in the championship hunt. And just behind him is Dravomir, definitely in the championship hunt. Josh Hill, McGruther, and Joshua Rickers rounding out the top 10. And then we go over the page to Vladimir Denko, Zach Scowen, and Aidan Kiernan. Last of our people who set a time. And then Owen Page was unable to set a valid lap, but hopefully he comes good as we jump into qualifying. So now we get to look at my lovely face for a little bit, and we will talk about what's coming up next. So as I mentioned a little bit earlier, and in case you're really, really super keen, have a look at that GT Club GT4 Championship. That is going to be awesome. It was awesome the last time GT Club ran it. It should be awesome this time. Like we had so many tight battles. It was just a thrill to watch. I think it was one of our most popular series as well. Apart from maybe the AK Racing V8 Supercar series. There is a Discord link right there if you want to get involved with that. Yeah. Where are they actually racing? I haven't actually looked at the series info. If I could see a calendar. Here we go. So they have got 6 rounds lined up. Road 1 International in Canada. I think that's a made-up circuit. Don't know. Don't hate me. Dragon Trail Gardens. Pretty sure that's a Gran Turismo circuit. Tor Poznan. That looks like a track in Poland. Helsinki International Circuit. Troyton Raceway GP in Australia, apparently. Never heard of that circuit. Probably fake. And then rounding up the series, the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez Circuit, or the Mexican GP circuit. So that all kicks off on the 22nd of July, which is next Friday. Okay, so no rest for the wicked here. We just get straight back into another series. Love to see it. Love to see it. I really need another coffee. Not joking. Not joking. This Sunday night, if I'm not mistaken, we will be back to racing with AK Racing V8 Supercars. I'll just double check that. Should have double checked this before, but no, well. I'm really, really tired for some reason. Actually, I know why I'm tired, but yeah. I do not have anything. Yeah, okay, maybe it's not on this Sunday. Hit the follow and notification bell just in case. We will be back live with Shakedown Sim Racing next Tuesday for the next round of their ACC GT3 series, and that is at Kyalami this time. So that is a great fun circuit. We all love Kyalami, don't we? Great little track. Then again, I'm a nutter who loves every single circuit, so yeah, can't really trust me. Can't really trust me. And then we will be back sooner rather than later with a new round of the Aussie Motorsport League Stadium Truck Series. And that is, don't know where that is next. That's Wanneroo, I think I read. Let's double check. Let's double check. Maybe that might be on this weekend. Not sure, but we'll be back to broadcasting those guys pretty soon, eventually. So what are you guys looking forward to most for what's coming up on this channel? GT4, V8 Supercars, Stadium Trucks, ACC GT3? Let me know in chat. Let me know what you're looking forward to in real life racing as well if you want. Do we have any real-life races in chat? Let me know. Whew. So as we're just jumping into the server for qualifying, I think we've jumped in a little bit late. And we'll be jumping in about probably a minute or two into the... well, we shouldn't have missed any real flying laps. Or I might be wrong. Chris Munro already starting his first flying lap. We timed that quite well, didn't we? Perfect timing. Absolutely professional stuff. Anyway, here we go. Back to the circuit as we watch Chris Munro start his first flying lap. He does have a little bit of traffic in front of him. We're going to ride on board with him and also bring up some sector times. So if I'm not mistaken, that is Scowen just in front of him. See him get up to 6th gear. We'll see what speed these cars are hitting down that down this back straight. As Munro gets the car rotated around that little hairpin and then fires it down the back straight. Already hitting 220 k's per hour. Into 6th gear, top speed. Should be getting around 280. Just on 280 on the limiter. Back down to 1st gear. Amazing the brakes on these cars. He's getting a little bit close to... oh, big slides. He gets onto that curb. Uses every inch available on the exit. And now up to this never-ending right-hander. Another place that that front left is going to be absolutely punished. Every inch again. As Matt Double goes to the top of 148.205. In fact, I think Rickers, Righteous is actually the driver in front. He goes temporarily to the top, but then Chris Munro goes straight to the top with a 146.4. So Munro to the very top. Righteous in second, Double third so far. Now, it's Harley Marshall that slots into second place. Zach Scowen into the top 5 with 154.493. Ooh, Harley Marshall just trying to avoid Scowen there, but he's going to have to abandon that lap. Let's see who's out on a lap, about to finish. Well, Christopher Razor should be close to finishing, as he's just about to come through the stadium section. Now up towards the final 2 corners. And he has not set a lap time. I thought he was on a lap. Never mind. Oh, Josh Hill's on a pretty good lap at the moment. Sector time's not showing up down in the bottom right-hand corner, but he is on a personal best, as is Justin Barber. And Matt Double too. So we've got a few drivers going quicker on their second flying lap. I mean, you'd sort of hope that. First lap is really just a... ooh, big lock up there. Big puff of smoke for Hill. As he flies around this never-ending right-hander. Some drivers will take 3 apexes there. Of course, we saw a few little controversial moments, like with Max Verstappen and Kimi Räikkönen. And Hill rounds the final corner. See what he can stop the clock at. And he goes 5th fastest at 148.772. Swap over to Scowen, who goes not quite... well, he did go faster, but I think that lap got cancelled. So track limits catching out a few drivers. Still just looking around. Oh, Aidan Kiernan taking a little bit of grass down the back straight there on his out lap. Taking it nice and easy. Trying to keep some life in the tyres and get himself some clear circuit. So a total of 14 drivers. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it can get a little bit congested pretty quickly, actually. As drivers start their next round of flying laps, we'll stay with Aidan Kerrinan. So he looks at that good drive onto the front straight. I'd say he got some good drive there. And it fires it down the main straight. Got a car just pulled over to the inside. Doesn't interfere with Kerrinan as he tips it around turn 1. Uses every inch of track available. See if that was track limits violation or not. And now through the chicane. Ooh, not taking any chances. Misses the apex. I would say that's track limits there. In fact, yes, that is track limits. He's just getting out of it. Oh, we have a drive around. That's Dravomir. He's where has he dropped that? Oh, he's dropped that coming out of the stadium section. So Dravomir, even Dravomir getting caught out by the straight up torque at the right foot. So he's got to get on with it now. We're coming into the last 7 minutes of this session. You see Dravomir just squaring off that final corner, get the drive down the front straight, and he'll start another lap. Sitting down there in 11th place. Keep in mind, this man is in with a chance to win the series. He's only 12 points behind Chris Munro, the man currently on top of the leaderboard at the moment, and the top of the timing tree. So we got a driver on a personal best, being Barber. Runs a little wide. I want to say he may have tripped the sensors. So I wonder if this lap will remain valid. Unfortunately, I've got no way of telling. Munro, 146.380. Certainly throwing the gauntlet down to the rest of his competitors. Barber now losing another 0.3 in that second sector. A little awkward bump there as you start to pick up the throttle, and that will be super uncomfortable for these guys in these cars. Like, we've seen it all series long, how touchy the cars are on the throttle. And they tend to just snap a little bit sideways, and then we end up with a bit of an overcorrection moment. Plenty of opportunity for drivers to lose control here around this twisting, turning circuit of the Americas. And Barber goes up to 6th place. Matt Double slots into 5th place, just ahead of him. McGruder also on a quick one, 6/10 down as Dravomir goes to 2nd. He pulls over and abandons that second lap. We'll stay with McGruder as he heads down the back straight. He's set a personal best in Sector 1, but 6/10 slower than Chris Munro. Righteous as well on a personal best, as is Denko. So we've got a few drivers going personal best, and again, Barber actually going personal best in Sector 1 too. So now Hill slots himself up into 7th place. Personal best lap for him, 148.094 for Hill. As we stay with McGruder. As he tips it around this triple apex right-hander. You're going to see a lot of different ways to take this, take that right-hander. As he tips it through the second last corner. Oh, there was a car around. That was Kerrinan, I'd say. He's probably come a cropper on that inside curb as McGruder shuffles his way up into 7th place. But Hill is on a personal best. Oh, no, he isn't. He's binned it somewhere. Can't quite see where he is. Where is he? Oh, he's found the gravel trap. Okay. That'll do it every time. Now I would say the final runs are starting for our drivers. Everyone out there on their out laps. Try and find... here is our pole sitter here, Chris Munro. 1:46.380. As you can see, his last lap time 1:46.433. I mean, this is pretty ominous for our drivers tonight. If Chris Munro puts it on pole position with such a sizable advantage. I'm not mistaken, the next driver behind, Vladimir 1:47.529. That is a massive gap between first and second. 1 second the difference. I think Munro has been putting in a lot of time practicing in these cars. As he heads up towards the first timing beacon. I don't think he has just yet. Matt Double's on a quick one. 10th down on Chris Munro's time, so we'll jump over to Matt Double now, as he's actually just behind Vladimir. So I think Righteous now up into 5th place. I think that's what I saw. I think I saw the timing screen change. Scowen also on a personal best, but a purple first sector for Chris Munro. Less than a 10th between himself and his own lap time. So Munro just trying to further tighten the screws. As Matt Double loses a lot of time in Sector 2. Just to see Righteous on a personal best. In, what's that, Sector 1? Yep. Swap over to Zach Scowen. He's about to finish his next flying lap. Up to the final corner, got to keep patience. The car running very, very wide there. I don't know who that was. Might have been Righteous. As Scowen goes up into 11th place. Actually, I'll take that back. That was Vladimir behind. Check in on Chris Munro. He's about to come to the second sector. No, he's backed out of it. Check in on Razor. He's gone personal best in Sector 2. Up through the final corner, and he will stop the clock and go 4th fastest. 1:47.475. So that time from Chris Munro is looking pretty unassailable. As we join Righteous now, he's lost a little bit of time going through Sector 2. So he fires it out of the final corner, and he goes up into 3rd place at 1:47.264. Heading through the last 20 seconds of qualifying. It is your man Chris Munro currently focusing on right now. He has gone fastest so far, 1:46.380, proving to be unassailable by his opponents. Qualifying is one thing, racing is another. As checkered flag is out for, what have we got, 6 drivers already. Sorry, take that back, 5 drivers. Check in on Scowen. He's gone personal best in Sector 2 again. Well, after Sector 2, this is going to be a decent lap time for him. A 1:55.26. Vladimir gets into the 46s, so he saves a little bit of face there. Check in on Righteous. He's gone personal best in Sector 2, but he's down on Sector 1. See the live delta down in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Tips around the triple apex right-hander up towards the final 2 corners. He's on a personal best still. Oh, and he loses it! Oh, that second last corner, it's got such an odd radius that the track just drops away. Very easy to lose control of the car. Check in on Aidan Kernan and Owen Page. Page just starting a lap. See if Kernan can upset the apple cart. Currently down in 13th place. him just riding the throttle, using the accelerator to turn the car through that double right-hander. Oh, that's wide. I don't think this is going to be a valid lap for poor Aiden. He's now up to the final corner, back down to first gear, gets the car rotated, fires it out, and he will go. He does not go first, not with a 146. So anyway, we're going to jump back to pits and we'll run through the final order for qualifying. So Chris Munro will start off of row 1. Next to him will be Vladimir Righteous and Marshall off of row 2. Row 5 will be Razor and Double. Row 4, Barber and Magruder. Hill and Rudenko round out the top 10. Then we have Scowen, Rickers, Keranen and Page rounding out the field. So that is that for qualifying of this grand final. I might go and quickly make myself a quick cold drink, maybe something just to help me wake up. It's going on. Really tired. So tired. There's the link to the GT Club Discord. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Did you miss me? Whew. P11, that's so good. I agree. I agree. It's a tough field, man. It's a very tough field. There we go. Our race server is up, so we'll jump in. Aussie Motorsport League, hello, mate. How you going? Zach, I love you. I love your enthusiasm there. First win. I reckon you could do it from 11th. Why not? Why not? Keep in mind we'll be going for a rolling start. Assume they're doing the full formation lap. Dead set. Good. Very good. Love the enthusiasm from you there, Zach. I reckon you can do it. P11, that's not out of it. Oh, that's a bit of an awkward flight there. Okay, so Sunday it is stadium trucks. Okay. Aldi brand Barocca. It's great stuff. Don't know if it works, but you know, whatever. Better than nothing. Better than Red Bull. Actually, I have no idea what's in it. What do you think's in the Aldi brand Barocca? How many of these have I had? Just the one? I only had one left. Right, so the field heads off on their formation lap. Chris Munro leading the field away. Let's actually bring back the full screen of the circuit. Whew. Now you don't get to see my my drooping eye bags. Is that the right word for it, or is that just really weird to say? Eye bags. I don't know. Anyway, the field sort of looks like they're almost getting into formation. I think we're missing a few. Yeah, there's a bit of a gap between Hill and Denko, so he's sort of holding the field back a little bit. Owen Page is also hanging back. Looks like he's getting stuck into it now. Chris Munro's really picked up the pace, so he wants to get on with it. So who are we picking for race 1 tonight? I mean, it's got to be hard to go past Chris Munro. Goldie Bros! Hello, mate. Haven't seen you in ages. Where have you been? Anyway, we are getting set for the start. As they're into 2x2 formation. In fact, I'm going to go into my drone cam. And then we will just fly up to about here. I reckon this will be good. Oh, we are away and racing. Chris Munro taking a very early advantage as they make their way up into turn number 1. And we're going 3-4 wide, almost collision, almost around, and that's Double who's gone around completely. He will slot all the way down to the back of the field behind Owen Page, but otherwise a relatively clean race or start to the race as Chris Munro takes a very early lead. 2 seconds gap between himself and Righteous. Righteous having to defend from Hill, Marshall and Dravelmere. McGruder also in there as well. Razor at the end of this little train that's forming up behind Righteous as they make their way up through the hill and up towards the second hairpin and that long back straight as the rest of the field starts to streak through. Oh, we got a car around. That's Owen Page. I just saw the telltale signs of smoke as Page trying to get the car refired. There he goes. He's got it going. And he gets it going again, but he has lost a lot of time. We see a few passes being made down the back straight. Barber around Denko as they head up into the stadium section. Dravelmere all the way has already got himself back into third place, and he'll now set off after Righteous. Just behind this, we have a little battle between Hill, Marshall, McGruder, and Razor. Scowen is sitting in a very comfortable 8th place, so not a bad start for the young man, but he's being pressured by Barber, and Barber is not going to want to hang around behind the back of the Scowen machine as they head up through the second last corner. Scowen running in pretty deep. That compromises exit speed, but he can't. Well, he does actually defend it from Barber, but he makes a little mistake. This should be an easy pass for Barber down the front straight. Push to pass active, and he slots up into 8th place, displaces Scowen as they make their way into the hairpin. Who's going to be the last of the late breakers? It is going to be Barber. Scowen did his best, but he just decides to slot in behind Barber. Not a bad strategy because Barber has got a lot of pace. He can maybe drag Scowen up to the back of that train just ahead. Although Scowen running a little bit wide through the S's, just sort of gets himself out of rhythm. And that'll affect his pace coming up into this tight right and left. Oh, we have a decent battle here. Vladimir on Marshall now. Oh, Marshall gets a little tap from Hill. And Marshall will fall down the order down to 9th place. Make that 10th as Rudenko goes past him as well. Hill is actually already going to readdress that, so good stuff. Hopefully we don't see any crappy tactics like what we saw from Van Gisbergen at Townsville. Let me know your thoughts on that. Ooh, double. Big lockup from Matt Doubles. He's trying to recover. So he ranges up onto the back of Hill. So Hill now on the back of Rudenko after the readdress, and he loops it. Oh, it's been the story of these cars. Just even too much of a breath on the throttle, and around you go. It has certainly been a challenge to our drivers all season long, just to manage that risk. Now, Double looking for the move on Rudenko, push to pass active, and he gets that move done quite nicely. So we're going to ride on board with Razor. He's got a bit of a train forming as Barber and Scowen are going at it again. Scowen not wanting to surrender, going through the chicane, but Barber says he wants it a little bit more. Scowen trying to go for the switchback. He's very, very tight between these guys. I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with how Scowen's doing so far. Comment. I have got to stop doing that. Oh, Zach, I'm so sorry, mate. That was just a commentator's curse straight away. I know, right? I know. Oh, Josh Hill is a DNF. So we've lost Josh Hill down to 13. Bit of a shame there. I mean, did see Hill find the fence. But still, you want to keep going. Race number 2 will be a reverse grid top 10. So even if you mess up the first half of this race, you can still fight back and get into that 10th place. As Scowen around again, he's maybe just showing a bit of frustration. In fact, we're just going to look away from him. Less pressure for Zach. Has someone clipped that yet? Like, please clip that. Like, honestly, I cannot believe that is. I think that's twice now I've cursed Zach. Just live cursed him. First time I cursed him in that manner, he was in the TA2s. He can't take a trick with me. I just curse him all the time. You know, you know what I should do? I should make up a commentator's curse channel points redemption thing. Pay me 1,000 channel points and I will commentator's curse someone. Actually, maybe it should be like 10 biddies. 10 biddies and I will curse a driver. I've got to monetize it, honestly. Honestly, I've just got pure skill with the commentator's curse. Like, I just. Anyway, we got a race going on here. Thank you, Goldie. So Magruder's holding off Marshall. Ooh, little bump there. Little taparoo. That's going to give Barber a chance. He's on the wrong side of the track here. You're not going to go around the outside there, that's for sure. And Barber slips back in behind Marshall. Now Marshall tucked up under the rear wing of Magruder. Magruder goes defensive early, but Marshall's not caring. He's going to try and go around the outside. He's got the drive down the hill, and he'll have the right line going through turn number 2, and Marshall will take over 5th place from Magruder. Now Magruder will come under the intense attention of Barber as they make their way through the S's. And now up towards this tight little fish hook, I'm going to call it. So we're going to see a dive bomb. Here we go. Barber thinks about it, but he decides against it. Also got a little battle brewing between Rickers and Scoward. Now we see Marshall, Magruder and Barber all on the push to pass. So extra 20 horsepower for each of these cars. So they head down this back straight. Hard on limiter is Barber. He moves out of the slipstream, but he doesn't think he's close enough. Pulls back in. This is quite an enthralling battle we got already as they go over that awkward little bump. Right as you pick up the throttle, that's when you hit that bump. Of course, these cars don't like to be unsettled when you're on throttle. Tip through the second last corner, Dravomir 47.763. So he's on the move. The gap has stabilised between Righteous and Munro. It's up to 3 seconds. It's just sort of flicking between as Denko's binned it somewhere on the circuit. He had an 18-second gap. Oh, he's binned it on the run towards the final corner. He had a fairly sizable gap to Keranen. Oh, we have a decent battle now brewing here. This is an important battle. You might not think it's important, but this is the battle for pole position in race number 2 tonight. So Keranen holding off Scowen. Scowen looking left and right, just moving around to the mirrors. Moving around in the mirrors, just trying to get some pressure onto Keranen. Try to get him to focus on what's behind him instead of what's in front of him. Standard racecraft practice for any race car driver. Just to move around to those mirrors. Oh, Scowen, he's... Oh, it's already grabbed those bunning snags on the inside of the curb, and that has absolutely spat the car around. That one you cannot blame me for. Oh, Scowen, he has to go a little bit of cross country, so a bit of rallycross in an Indycar, why not? Now Barber. Oh, Magruder has actually been displaced by both Double and Barber. And now Barber, well, even though he's dispatched to Magruder, he's got Matt Double all over the back of him. A recovering and very, very fast Matt Double, it has to be said. Ooh, Double pushing the track limits there. Getting a little bit creative with those bunning snags on the inside. We've got a car off the side of the track there. I think that's Owen Page. Has now Double pushed to pass active, as he should be able to make clean pass, nice and easy on the run up to the first corner. Barber, in fact, he's gone very, very wide. Stays on it though. Now can he go with Double? Oh, Marshall has looped it. Where has he binned that? That looks like he's binned it through the S's, coming through that final right-hander. He'll rejoin just in front of Magruder. He's just got to be nice and relaxed here. Just wait for those tyres to come back to him. Yeah, I have to say I agree with you there, Goldie. I'm not a huge fan of those sausage curbs. And I'm starting to think that the FIA is becoming less and less of a fan of them, given that we've had some pretty horrific accidents lately due to the sausage curbs. So maybe they might be rethinking them. Ooh, big lock up there for Marshall. as he's starting to come under pressure from Magruder. Yeah. Huge crash with the Aston at Monza. I mean, Monza's just a poo track anyway. Sorry, Italians, but face the facts. It's a boring circuit. Except for Ascari and the two Lesmos. They are awesome. That's the only redeeming quality of Monza. But yeah, of course, that huge crash with the Aston, that was quite terrifying. Absolutely destroyed the car. And of course, we had that incident at Silverstone in Formula 2. So it might be time to start rethinking some of these inside curbs. While we're thinking about what to do with those inside curbs, let's have a look at our battle for second. That's starting to heat up a little bit here. We have Righteous and Drevomir. Now, this is interesting because Drevomir and Righteous, they have both been smashing that push-to-pass button. Righteous now down to 2 push-to-passes left, and Drevomir with 3 left. The only driver with less is actually Zach Scowen, who has used all his push-to-passes. We've still got 13 minutes left in this race, so I mean, better to use them than not use them, I suppose. But that gap between Righteous and Munro up to 5.8 seconds, so Munro really, really starting to stretch the legs on the 185 Indycar. Yeah, I'm just vanishing in the background there. As Munro fast lap the race at 47.645. That's pretty well moving. So both Righteous and Drevomir in the 48s now, so times are starting to fall out of his pursuers. So we're going to look at the back of Righteous's car. Goldie Brothers, yes there is. They have 10 push-to-passes that they have to manage throughout the entirety of the race. And you can see how many push-to-passes they have in the little green box on the timing tower, just next to the driver's car number. If it's blue, the push-to-pass is unavailable. If it's green, it is available. When it's yellow, that is when push-to-pass is being used. So, big lock up there for Righteous. As we can see, perfectly demonstrated. Righteous and Drevomir smashing the push-to-pass. Drevomir with the advantage of the slipstream. Righteous no slipstream. So, great use of push-to-passes, both offensive and defensive, right in front of you. So Righteous, he's using that push-to-pass to try and defend from Drevomir. Ooh, big slide there for Righteous. Manages to hang on to it though. So they head through the triple apex right-hander. Oh, Righteous a little bit wide. This will be the chance for Drevomir. Drevomir gets the move done into the final corner. Made that very, very easy. Now, can Righteous respond? A bit of a twitch from both Righteous and Drevomir as they make their way down the front straight. Righteous with the slipstream heading down up towards turn number 1. Will he pull out at the last second? No, he decides to slot in behind Drevomir for now. Now looking at the back of Drevomir's car is another big slide for Righteous, and this is just helping Drevomir start to skip away ever so slightly. Meanwhile, we got a great battle here. Double and Barber. This is the battle for 5th place. Barber just putting the pressure on Double now as they make their way up through the S's. Barber with that big sweeping line. That'll give him a better line through that little left-hander. He'll be able to have the car a little bit straighter on the brakes for that uphill right-hander. And now we head down the hill into the hairpin. Barber and Double both have plenty of uses of push to pass. as Barber gets right up close to the back of Double's car, as now both drivers on push to pass, so it should be pretty even Steven race down the back straight. But Barber with the slipstream, extra 20 horsepower, it helps. You don't need it, but it helps. And that's why they call it push to pass. He runs in a little bit deep. That might give Double a chance. He goes the old switcheroo and he gets the position back. But Barber wants the position back. He fights on the inside. Be on the wrong side of the circuit for the next part. And he cannot complete the move. Although he'll get much better drive. But he'll be on the wrong side of the circuit here. Great exchange from both Barber and Double. Oh, Barber running wide. He's got to be careful of track limits. Got to be careful of that AstroTurf as well. That is slippery as all get out. And, well, they stay nose to tail at the end of the lap. Now here we go. Barber with push to pass. Double's going to go defensive, but he's going to be pretty hopeless against extra 20 horsepower and slipstream. And Barber should have the move done, but I think Double is just going to send it up the inside. But, well, Barber just fights back. So now Justin Barber takes over 5th place from Matt Double. Let's see if Double can respond. Righteous is back onto Dravilmir's rear wing. Oh, where's Double? Oh, he's just fallen behind. He had a really bad run through that final section. We'll see if Barber can close the gap onto Razor. I think I see Harley Marshall in the background. Oh, big slide for Barber. That might give Double a chance just to close. He has closed down big time. He's got push to pass, and he's going to use it. Harley Marshall also using push to pass. Now Double with the slipstream and 20 horsepower up the inside. Nice and easy. So again, Double and Barber just swapping positions. Double just outbrakes himself slightly. You see him grab the brakes. Now Barber setting himself up for the switcheroo. He almost touches the back of Double. Again. I'm not able to get the better drive this time. But he gets a much better run here. Goldie Bros, no. It's a reverse grid top 10 for race 2. So at the moment, it is Aidan Kerrinan who holds pole position. But Matt Double is in a position to fight for the championship victory. Sitting just less than 20 points. Oh, Magruder's got a drive through for speeding. So Magruder in pit lane. So he's gone for a single stop. Not able to make the tyres last the distance. And he gets a drive through for speeding. Just to top off a difficult race, has to be said. Tell you what, Marshall is closing in on the back of these guys as well. So we have our second retirement of the night, and that's Owen Page. So that's a huge shame for Owen. As Aidan Kerrinan sets his personal best at 1:51.068. Not bad, Aidan. Yes, you do need to start watching Indycar. Support Scott McLaughlin. We'll pretend that he's Australian. We'll claim him, like we claimed Russell Crowe. Maybe, actually, no, New Zealand can have him back. Who else did we claim that was, it was New Zealand, and now we'd like to give him back? Ooh, big twitch there from Harley. Of course, Harley no stranger to cars that are unstable on the throttle. He races V8 supercars. Wait a second. What? Goldie, are you saying I'm a Kiwi? Because that's going to be a timeout for you. That's the equivalent of washing your mouth out with soap, by the way. Time out. Yeah, that's a timeout. No, just kidding. Just kidding. These two, Double and Barber, they're still right on each other. As McGruder takes his drive-through, that puts him in striking range of Kerrinan, actually. This battle for 5th place is starting to become really intriguing. We have a three-way fight going on here. Just one little mistake from Double. He's going to find himself right at the back of this little train that's forming behind him. And same for Barber. He needs to just keep it nice and clean. Find himself under pressure from Marshall very, very soon. As they tip it through the first corner again. The clock counting down. We're almost down to the last 3 minutes. Chris Munro, 14-second gap to Dravelmere. That is a phenomenal effort from Chris Munro once again. Through the hairpin again. Double now on push to pass. So is Harley Marshall. And Barber now. So all three drivers on screen using that push to pass. So Barber made a very late decision. He was about halfway down the straight. Oh, big lock up again from Double. Again, he grabs that little bit of spinning snag on the inside of the corner there, and big lock up again. Oh, and another touch! Oh, Barber, he has turned around Matt Double. And Harley Marshall will inherit 5th place. You can sort of see what Barber was trying to do there. He readdresses immediately. Oh, geez. That has ruined the race there. Harley Marshall now 4.3 seconds up the road from these two. He should be nice and comfortable there. Someone who's not nice and comfortable is Dravelmere, as he's got Righteous all over the back of him as we're heading into the final stages of this race. Righteous, though, he's got nothing to attack Dravelmere with. Oh, here he goes. He just goes and attacks anyway. Big dive bomb up the inside, and he almost gets it done. But Dravelmere just hangs around the outside, and he will hang on to the position. He's still got 2 push-to-passes left. As out of the slipstream goes Righteous. I wonder if Dravelmere is actually in fuel saving at the moment. As he was definitely slow on the run down the hill towards that hairpin. Righteous, no such worries, it seems. He moves his way up into second place. I think Dravelmere is almost out of fuel. Oh yeah, he's short shifting. He's almost out of fuel. So Dravelmere is underestimated how much fuel he needs. He is just starting to fall down behind Righteous, but I think he's making the right decision here. So leader Chris Munro, he will start the penultimate lap as the clock ticks down to 20 seconds. Oh no, you've got to be joking. I think Barber and... oh, Barber's out. So I wonder if he and Double have come together. So what this will do is it will elevate Rickers into pole position for race number 2. So Josh Rickers, if he can just keep the car on the island and ahead of Scowen, he should have pole position for race number 2. So, high drama in the last dying stage of this race. This man here, no such problems. Chris Munro still on maximum tack. Still got 2 pushes, push to passes left. In fact, I don't think Drubham is going to finish on the podium. Christopher Reyes is going to catch him. 1.8 seconds and dropping like a stone. But Drubham is in huge problems here. So we can see Razor now. He's on the back of him now. So Chris Razor. He's going to take the podium away from Drubham on the final lap. Up towards the first corner. Drubham is absolutely powerless to stop him. And Chris Razor will go into 3rd place. So huge disappointment here for one of our championship contenders. It's all gone wrong for everyone trying to challenge this man here. As Munro sets off down the back straight for the final time in race 1. And if my mathematics are correct, which they usually are not, that would make his lead unassailable. He already had 10 points difference between himself and Marshall. Marshall will finish 5th, Drubham 4th, if he can get it to the end, I should say. Again, just an unstoppable run for Chris Munro. He has been pretty well the driver to beat all season long. As McGruder goes personal best at 1:47. And Chris Munro takes home another win. Race 1 and Chris Munro goes together like breakfast cereal and milk. And in his first appearance with GT Club, Righteous will come around the final corner and claim 2nd place. You love to see it. So Righteous, 2nd place. And to think he was nervous. Chris Rose will come home on the podium. Now does Drubham make it? He's out of fuel! Drubham, oh no, he's still got a little bit of fuel left, but Harley Marshall is closing on him at a rate of knots. Can he get him on the line? Can he get him on the line? No, he can't. Drubham holds on to 4th place just ahead of Harley Marshall, but how close to no fuel was Drubham? We won't know. And Matt Double comes home in 6th place. Josh Rickers, he will have pole position for race number 2. So, great stuff for Josh Rickers. Starting next to him will be Aidan Kerrinan. So here is our front row right here. In fact, I think Kerrinan, oh no, he's not quite out of fuel. His engine's still running. But looks like he's getting a little tap-tapperoo from Josh Rickers. Little push there. So Josh Rickers has got his own taxi service. That's good. It's good to see. This is the equivalent of letting someone ride on your car. Whoa, okay. Oh, that's getting a little bit risky. Let's head back and we'll run through the. Ooh, I don't know what that's all about. Anyway, he's given up. Anyway, so Chris Munro, Righteous, and Razor. That is your podium. Then we go back to Drubham with 0 fuel left in the 22 car. Harley Marshall in 5th. Matt Double after a very spirited battle with Barber. He comes home in 6th place. Vladimir Denko flies under the radar. Picks up a 7th place again. McGruder in 8th after having to take a pit stop and then copped a drive-through for his efforts. Aidan Kerrinan in 9th and Joshua Rickers, he clutches that pole position for race number 2. Then we go back to Scowen, then our DNFs, Barber, Owen, Page and Hill. So that is that for race number 1. We will be back for race number 2 very, very shortly. Yeah, Chris Munro, pretty well given. He likes race 1. He likes race 1. That's all I can say. Race 2 will be a little bit different for him. He shouldn't have too much of a problem though. He's quite quick. So what do we think of that race? Chris Munro driving away. Righteous and Drevmir having that awesome battle. Drevmir running out of fuel. Harley Marshall almost getting him. Yeah, there you go. So if you're looking for something to do on Sunday night, make sure you have hit the follow and notification bell, because we'll be live this Sunday night with Stadium Super Trucks. Goldie Bros, you still don't like my name having 1 T in it. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, check out the Stadium Super Trucks on Sunday night. It'll be at Wanneroo Raceway, so Barbagallo. Otherwise, what have we got coming up regarding GT Club? Well, next Friday, we're starting a new series, GT4. They're back. And it's going to be really, really awesome. 6 rounds, 15 car manufacturers, but spaces are filling up quickly. So jump into the GT Club Discord. There it is. Hang on. Got to get it right. Hang on. It's down that way. Copy that. Join up. Be awesome. There's not many spaces left in the GT Club Discord. Floppy disks don't work. Yes, I know. That was another live curse. You wouldn't believe it, mate. You wouldn't believe it. I've got to stop talking about you. I've got to stop talking about you, Zach. God, I can't help it. Every time you're doing well, I'm just like, I've got to point that out. He's doing well. Then you bin it. Just stop binning it. Jeez. Anyway, next Tuesday, Shakedown Sim Racing is back with the ACC GT3 series. Kyle Army. That's going to be a lot of fun. Had some great races so far this season. And then eventually, it'll be AK Racing V8 Supercars. I don't know anything about what's going on with the next season. But should be getting set for the next race very, very soon. So why don't you hit that follow button. And seeing some serious rage there. Won't believe I was racing. I love having you in the chat, Zach. It's great. I'm going to have like a channel points request. Curse Zach. That'll be like... I mean, I'm pretty good at it. I should really be charging a heap of it. When you're good at something, never do it for free. Is it next Sunday night for AK Racing? Good question. I have no idea. But they'll be back soon. They will be back soon. Oh, there we go. Zach, I don't know if... Zach, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be breaking things you own. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I'll allow that one. I will allow that one, Zach. I'm not scared. No catching Chris. Might be catching him in race 2. Oh, here we go. We have got a server. Let's jump in. Race number 2. The man's a myth. No, the man's a legend, mate. The original... Well, no, he's not the original alien of this channel. That would be Andy O'Hara. Andy O'Hara. I haven't seen Andy on this channel for ages. I hope he's doing well. I hope he's having fun doing whatever it is he's doing. Maybe he's gone back to the factory for warranty concerns. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? He's somewhere. I don't think he's even in Octane either. I'll just double check that. Let's see. Yeah, not seeing his name pop up anywhere. So that's a bit of a shame. Not in yellow, anyway. Yeah. I mean, it's really nice that that Andy has decided to give someone else a chance. Oh, what is going on here? So, let's run through the starting grid for race number 2. We have Josh Rickers, Aidan Kerrinan on row 1. Row 2 is Magruder and Vladimir Denko. Matt Double and Harley Marshall off of row 3. Row 4 will be Dravomir and Christopher Razor. Righteous and Chris Munro will round out the top 10. We have Scowen and Barbara. I don't think Barbara has actually made it into the server. Then we have Owen Page and Josh Hill off the back row of the grid. So Joshua Rickers will lead us around. In fact, I'm actually going to take away my face. I'm really tired. Got bags under my eyes, man. Terrible. I'm starting to look like my age. Anyway, look at that field. Beautiful, beautiful field. Rounding the second hairpin onto the back straight. Rickers taking his time. First grid racing always provides some good racing? Yeah, it does. Or some carnage, or both, whatever. Now, let's see if... I wonder if Dravomir has actually put enough fuel in. So, we've got a lot of questions for this race. Can this man make it 2 from 2? He hasn't been able to do it all season long. Took him a while, actually, to get up to speed with these cars. But once he did, oh boy, he was untouchable. Can Righteous try and lead the way to the front of the field? Can this man? Can he hold on? Can Kerrinan upset the apple cart? As the field starts to get into formation, and we're going to go into our drone cam as the rest of the field is starting to form up. As, we're going to go for a little fly down as all the cars go. How's this for a cinematic shot? This is professional. This is what you join in for. This is what you join in for. Forget the racing action. You're here for the drone cam. So, alright, I think we're in position here. We are set for a start, and we are away and racing. Rickers, he's gone. See you later, son. And Kerrinan very, very slow off the line as they make their way up into turn 1. Rickers unchallenged into turn 1. The rest of the field will streak through nice and clean. We're going 3, 4 wide, almost 5 wide. As, oh, we got a car around that's double as Oh, something's wrong here. I have a feeling that we are in for a restart. I think we are. I think that might have been a mistake there. Yep. It's definitely a mistake. So, yeah, we'll be back here. So something went wrong. Yep, restart. Thought so. Thought so. Let's jump back in. Jump start, I think. Yeah, it was a little bit of a jump start there from young Rickers. A few little pole position nerves, I'd say, for young Josh. We're just starting to jump in. Aussie Motorsport led, I have no idea. I think the calendar is changing for AK. We'll keep you posted as best I can. So as the field starts to repopulate, just waiting on a few people to jump in again. Waiting for in fact, our top 3 to jump in. There we go. We got Keranen. Still waiting on a few others to jump in. So Page and Hill. Ooh, this is bad. This is bad. So we are missing. Ooh, we're missing a few drivers now. So Rickers hasn't jumped into the server yet. McGruther was slow to jump in. Oh, that is bad. We've had cars colliding. Okay. Try that again. Another jump start. Didn't even get a jump start, mate. That was just no one jumping into the server in time. There we go. Server's restarted. Everyone get into the server. I'll just say that again. You need to get into the server, guys. Just quietly, you need to get into the server. Because the server is up. Quality entertainment on this channel. You don't get anything like it anywhere else. This is why we have 5 subscribers on the channel, that's for sure. 3rd time's a charm, yeah, right. Yeah, it is. What are you talking about? It's going to be perfect. Not going to have any problems now. Aussie Motorsport League, you could jump in because if you hit the subscribe button, just saying. Maybe send a tip. Some biddies. Just kidding. Enjoy the streams. Just enjoy the streams. Okay, so we are getting set now. 32 seconds for everyone. Hopefully everyone jumps in this time. $20 seconds now. Still haven't seen a Zach Scowen. There he is. So Zach Scowen has just jumped in. Good stuff. Good stuff, Zach. All right, there we go. So, yep, there we go. Okay, so cars heading off. Scowen having to start from pit lane. But he'll be able to jump back on circuit and regain his position. Yeah, third time's a charm. We should get it right this time for sure. As let me just get rid of my face. I'll head back to the track. So Rickers now, I think he's just had a little bit of a tap on the shoulder and just, mate, you know, just make the formation lap a little bit faster. Here's a question for you guys at home. What do you think's better? Do you think the F1 Halo is better, or do you like the Riot Shield of the Indycars? I'm sort of on the fence with both of them, but I sort of lean towards the Indycar. I mean, if you're gonna have head protection, you may as well go all the way. Just should just make them closed cockpit. I mean, I hate the I do like the tradition of open wheelers where you can see the driver, but I think if you're going to do this, you may as well just go a full cockpit. Don't think anyone would judge. So as the field starts to get into formation, your pole sitter, Josh Rickers, he leads the field away. So we're currently waiting for Scowen. There's Zach Scowen. He's absolutely racing to try and catch up to the rest of the field. He's going to have a bit of an advantage though. He's going to have nice warm tyres when he catches up to everyone. Field in 2x2 formation, and here comes Zach Scowen. He's probably going to have to start rear field, but that's okay. He might want to start rear field for this one. Now, let's get into position here. Can we have a clean start to race number 2 this time? The rerun of race number 2. We are set for a start. And we are away on racing. Looks like a pretty strong start for Denko as he goes up the inside of both Keranen and Rickers as we make their way into turn number 1. Oh my God, I've missed it. And I think everyone's managed to get through, but it is Vladimir Denko who's gotten the whole shot out of turn number 1. So Denko takes the early lead, and you won't believe this. Chris Munro already up into 3rd place, along with Matt Double into 4th. Harley Marshall into 2nd place. And he is now actually defending from Chris Munro nice and early. So Munro on the attack nice and early. He ranges up onto the back of Harley Marshall. Oh, Josh Hill has binned it through the chicane, but he's back and moving. I'm actually a little bit surprised that Vladimir hasn't made as much progress, but say Munro just read the situation really well into turn number 1. Rick is now all the way down to 8th place already as they make their way down the back straight. Everyone using push to pass except for Matt Double. He might be vulnerable to Keranen into the hard braking zone, but he's managed to hold them off. Marshall and Rudenko have now swapped positions, so Marshall now takes the lead of the race. So Rudenko not able to complete one lap as the leader. Oh no, that is Munro who has found the fence. And we have red names flashing up everywhere. So someone has had a spin. Vladimir is involved. Page is involved. Rickers is involved. This allows Josh Hill to catch up to the back of the field. But geez, that's all happening in the stadium section. Chris Munro bins it. Then we have people binning it everywhere behind. So who said reverse grid races don't cause carnage? There's carnage everywhere. It's everywhere, folks. Everywhere. Keranen now back down into 5th place. He's just dropped behind Magruder. So we see Righteous now. He's got a run on double into turn number 1 as Righteous hard on the brakes. Oh, big lock up from both front tyres. Smoke pouring off them. That's new. I think that's new CSP. Oh, Scowen looks like he's done a little bit of a handbrake turn. Hill has spun it at turn 1. So everyone's been caught out by turn 1 in this second race. As they make their way through the S's, up through the fishhook. Denko sitting in 3rd place, just a little bit ahead of McGrother. You see Munro trying to make the move stick on Kerrinan. He's going to go the long way around. He might be vulnerable to a switchback. Oh, Kerrinan has lost all his drive, and he might lose 3 positions in that exchange. Oh, Dravelmir's around. What's going on with Dravelmir? Has he picked up? He must have picked up damage in that melee in the stadium section, because that car is not behaving the way Dravelmir would like it to behave. Oh, Munro runs a little bit wide. Kerrinan now fighting back with Razor. Can't quite fight back on Razor just yet. See if he can match him into the final sector. But Marshall now, he's got a bit of a strong gap. Denko still holding off McGruther. So they head up towards the final corner. Righteous is just closing in on the back of these two as well, and Munro's right there as well. A little bit of wheel spin there for Denko. He's going to be vulnerable down the front straight. Push to pass for McGruther. He feints left, feints right. And McGruther should make that move nice and easy into the first corner. Righteous is going to try and follow him through. Oh, big lock up again for Righteous. Smoke pouring off the front tyres. And Denko loses 2 positions. He's going to be vulnerable as well to Chris Munro. Through the fishhook. Munro just biding his time behind Denko. Ooh, smoke signals up ahead. That's from both Righteous and McGruther. Now push the pass for Righteous and Munro. Nothing for Denko just yet. Denko saving up his push to passes. Now we're almost going to go 3 wide into this hard braking zone, into the stadium section, and Munro will actually get past Righteous. So that means Chris Munro back into 4th place. Let's see if he can keep the car on the island. He's got a lot of ground to make up on Double and Marshall, our leaders. McGruther sitting there in 3rd. He's next on Munro's hit list. We're going to look out the back of McGruther's car. Ooh, wide there for Munro. I wonder if Munro is sporting a little bit of damage after that introduction to the barrier. Now we've got a little bit of a train forming. This goes all the way down to 7th place, Christopher Razor. There's Munro tucked into the slipstream, heading down the front straight. He should be able to make this move stick. He's up the inside. Can he get it pulled up? I think he has got it pulled up. And Chris Munro into 3rd place after binning it on lap 1. As we head through the S's now. Look at the back of Munro's car. Big slide there for Righteous. Oh, McGruther! Oh, there was contact there! Righteous saw the gap, and unfortunately that gap just disappeared. Just saw McGruther get a little bit sideways going into the fishhook, and well, I mean, I can't blame Righteous for trying. Gap was there, tried to take advantage, and unfortunately just slammed shut on him, and that has sent Righteous down to 8th place. We have our first DNF of the night, being Zach Scowen. tough night all round for Zach Scowen, but yeah. We'll see him in GT4s next week at least. Oh, that's a car going almost off the track. That's Kerrinan. Welcome back, Goldie. I felt like the chat was a little bit empty. Anyway, let's check in with this battle for the lead. Double has actually got ahead of Harley Marshall, so unfortunately we missed that. Zach. It's hard to be happy when you have a tough night racing. But, as you get older, you tend to realise something. A bad day at the track is still better than a good day at work. Anyway, we're watching this battle for the lead. Matt Double versus Harley Marshall. These guys have tangled together in AK Racing V8 Supercars in the past. As Josh Rickers sets his personal best of 150.2. He's some 5 seconds behind Dravelmere. I'm really surprised with Dravelmere. 45 seconds off the back of Owen Page. Actually, we've actually got a decent battle brewing here. We've got Kerrinan, Hill and Page all within striking distance of each other. No, Zach, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong, mate. I disagree with you completely. Bad day at the track trumps any day at work. Denko personal best of 149.686. The battle for 8th place is starting to heat up, and oh, Kerrinan a big snap. Oh, second last corner strikes again. Heel and toe for the V8 Supercars? I don't know, man. Better off asking someone like Chris Munro. Personally, whenever I race supercars, I just left foot brake and blip with the right foot. I can't get the clutch and sequential shifter thing working for me in my head. I can't do it. Anyway, this is a great battle brewing here. Razor Magruder and Denko. These guys are nose to tail. Denko is just starting to come into some good form here. Oh, we have someone who has binned it. It's Harley Marshall. So Harley Marshall gives up second place while chasing down Matt Double. And that hands second place over to Chris Munro. And another podium chance for Chris Razor. And Rudenko sets another personal best. So Rudenko, he's starting to come to grips with this car. Well, better late than never, I suppose. But we'll keep an eye on this battle that's brewing here. This is for the podium step. Razor Magruder and Rudenko, and I'm sure we will have Harley Marshall in there as well. Righteous is actually not too far off the back of Marshall. Chris Razor staring down the barrel of a second, well, double podium tonight. right now. Nothing much really happening. The gap between Munro and Double is starting to come down. 2.5 seconds now is the gap between Munro and Double as we head into the... Well, we're getting close to the final 10 minutes of this season. Chris Munro, basically, if my mathematics are correct, he has wrapped up this series with the win in race number 1. His championship rivals, Marshall, Vladimir, and Double, all having a bit of a shocker in race number 1. So, and given his current position, I think Chris Munro's on for basically maximum points tonight. Pole and a win in race 1. He's just got to get around Matt Double up ahead of him in the next 13 minutes. He's already ripped out almost a second out of Double's time. So Munro has got the eyes on. Oh no, someone's around. That's Magruder. And I'd say the torque has struck again. And Page has binned it as well. That elevates Kerrinan up into 9th. That might give Vladimir a chance to close in. Anyway, let's focus on the battle for the lead. Here is your leader, Matt Double, in the Gazoo Racing Toyota. He'll be desperate to try and hold off Chris Munro. Big lock up there for Double. Down the back straight. Double and Munro. So Matt Double, he has got 6 push to passes left, but Munro, he's got the advantage with 7 left. And he hasn't really needed to use any push to passes as of late. Unfortunately, our timing tower has gone a little bit full retard. And it put Denko at the top of our timing tree. It's not correct. Denko should start sliding down the leaderboard. Oh, that's a decent move up the inside of Marshall. That's Righteous. Nice little lunge. That corner does allow for it. We'll see if he can hold him off. Marshall's not letting him go, and around goes Righteous almost. Good avoidance there for Harley Marshall, and Righteous just keeps the boot into it. I'll give that 10 out of 10 style points, but he's now he's got to take it nice and easy and let those tyres cool down. I wonder if how much that has hurt the rear tyres for Righteous as he fires it down the main straight. And now Munro. He is closed up onto the back of Double. We have got a race for the lead here. Matt Double versus Chris Munro. Not the first time we've said this. These two are fairly familiar with each other. Kerrinan sets another personal best, so 1:56.38. He's down there in 9th place with Page, Hill and Vladimir. Oh, the move might be on here. Oh no, Double defends. Goes in very narrow, covering off that lunge that we saw Righteous pull on Marshall. It's through the triple apex right-hander. Come our 2 leaders as they exit through the second last corner. Big moment there for Double. This will be spurring on Munro. The pressure is now on Double as push the pass active for Munro. Apparently Matt Double has a penalty, which he has ignored. But Munro looking around the outside. Can he get the move done? No, Double holds him off. But Munro will get the much better drive down the hill. And Chris Munro will take the lead of this race. So Chris Munro, after binning it on lap 1, starting from 10th place, he's back in the lead of this second race tonight and the final race of the season. He's got 8 minutes to go. He's already gapping Double. Down the front straight. Now Double responding with his own push to pass. But Munro, he's fighting back. So both our leaders using push to pass. I think Munro, he will be quite comfortable where he is right now. Now the gap already 1.2 seconds between Munro and Double. This is looking like a Chris Munro Double. Again, the gap stretching already, 1.5 seconds. Oh, a little moment there for Munro, though. Just had a little bit of an oversteer moment. Going through those S's. Hasn't really upset his rhythm, though. No, the gap has somewhat stabilised between himself and Double. Although on the exits of the corners, Chris Munro just absolutely untouchable. He just gets the drive down so nice. There's not a hint of wheel spin. Doesn't need to correct at all. Just absolutely perfect. Now, this is looking like a great battle that's brewing here. We got McGrother and Righteous now. They're starting to come within close proximity of each other. Now I wonder if that little flick spin for Righteous, I wonder if that's hurt his rear tyres a bit. We also have a good battle here, Dravilmir and Page. Now Dravilmir, he's basically fighting for pride here. Trying to get into the top 10. It's been a testing race. See Page running very wide, and there we go. Textbook switchback maneuver. And Dravilmir, that's just the perfect example of how important that section of circuit is. You've got to get your apexes right. Otherwise, it just puts you off for the next 3 or 4 corners, depending on where you make the mistake. And, well, Page, he just ran in a little bit too deep here and there, and that just made it very easy for Dravilmir to make the move stick. Now, for those of you sitting at home, take note of that. Think about the final corner. Get the good run onto the straight. But anyway, it's pretty well it. We haven't got any other action on circuit. I want to focus on this guy here, Vladimir Denko. He's really another one of these drivers that we see so much of on this channel. These drivers that they have the pace, but unfortunately, they're just sort of in that bit of no man's land where they just fly under the radar. But geez, Rudenko, he is showing a lot of promise. I'm not 100% sure if he is in the GT4 series. I want to say that he is. I'll have a quick look. don't think he is, unfortunately. He might be, actually. I have no idea. But, if he is, it'll be quite interesting to see how he goes, if he can keep this form up. I think the GT4 is probably a little bit easier to drive than Indycars. Oh, Zach. Oh, no, Zach. Need to get those download packs, mate. Can't race without them. Speaking of which, if you're interested in joining in GT Club and their upcoming leagues, there is their Discord right there. As soon as it... There we go. There it is. There is a link to the GT Club Discord. Get involved. Great bunch of guys. The racing is clean. The racing is fair. The racing is usually a lot tighter than this, that's for sure. Also, we're getting close to that 500 mark, I've just noticed. 459 followers. Of course, that promise I made of doing a shoey live on stream. If we hit 500 followers. It's starting to look like a reality, if I'm honest. So make sure you share the stream around, share the channel around. It does make a difference to us when we get lots of people's eyes on the channel. People following us. Hopefully jumping in and hitting that subscribe button. Maybe chucking a few biddies my way. It doesn't matter. No, sincerely, I do hope that everyone has been enjoying the broadcasts of late. It is a lot of fun sitting here talking to everyone in chat. It's fun to call the races. IndyCars have been no different as we start the penultimate lap. Our race leader, Chris Munro, just untouchable at the moment. He's already got the gap out to almost 8 seconds. Fortunately, the field is well and truly spread out. So I guess while we're waiting, we should... I'll throw the question out to you boys and girls out there in chat. What racing series are you looking forward to checking out this weekend? Me personally, I am looking forward to the next round of the World Superbikes from Donington. It's been a great season so far. Don't know what has actually happened in between the last season I caught and now, but geez, it is super close between everyone. Ducati and Kawasaki are pretty well. Ducati, Kawasaki, and Yamaha are all in with a shot to win the World Championship. Alvaro Bautista, super quick on that Panigale. If I'm not mistaken, I think also Super GT is on this weekend as well. The next round of, well, actually the first round back after the summer break. No, I'm mistaken. It is not this weekend. Damn it, they don't come back until the 7th of August. That's unfortunate. Oh, Munro has binned it. So, yeah, there you go. I can curse anyone. But, given that he had a 7-second gap, it shouldn't worry Munro at all. He just fires up down the front straight. He won't be setting the fastest lap of the race on the final lap for sure. Do have a battle we'll keep an eye on at the end of the race between Rickers and Page. These guys are nose to tail. This is going to be fun to see. But, oh, no, never mind. Page has found the fence in a big way. Not once, but twice. So, nuts to that. But we're going to join our race leader, Chris Munro, as he heads through the stadium section for the final time of asking. The final time of the season. Chris Munro will head towards the second last corner. He's looking like he's going to get the double. He's just got to get through the last two corners. He shouldn't make a mistake here. No commentator's curse can stop Chris Munro at this point. He tried though. It is Chris Munro who takes the double tonight. And he is the GT Club Indycar champion. Second place is Matt Double. Then we have Christopher Razor in third. That is a mighty burnout. And he's already punctured a tyre. Jeez, he's done a decent job with that. We're actually going to look at fifth place. Denko, a top five. Razor home in third. Marshall home in fourth. Righteous will come home in sixth place ahead of McGruther. Then Josh Hill, not a bad recovery after a terrible race number one. Comes home in eighth place. Kerrinan, if I'm not mistaken, this is Kerrinan's first top 10 finish. Then we'll go back to Vladimir, who's had an absolute night to forget, it has to be said. Or at least in race 2, it was a night to forget. So Aidan Kerrinan home in 9th place. Vladimir will come home in 10th place. Rickers and Page have both crossed the line a lap down. But Vladimir, the last man on the lead lap. Let's run through the results. And then we've got to close down this stream. So, Chris Munro takes out the double, well actually the triple pole position. Race 1 and race 2. That is the perfect night. Can't get much better than that. Matt Double home in second place. Christopher Razor in third. That's a double podium for Chris Razor as well. Well done, Chris. Harley Marshall home in fourth place. Vladimir Denko picks up a top 5. Righteous on debut picks up a 6th place. So it doesn't quite complete a double podium on debut, but I think he'll take that. McGruther home in 7th. Josh Hill in 8th. Aidan Kerrinan in 9th. And Vladimir rounds out the top 10. Then we have Josh Rickers, Owen Page, Zach Scowen, a DNF, and Dustin Barber, a did not start. So that is that for tonight's action. That is the end of the GT Club IndyCar series. Make sure you check out the GT Club Discord because they do have other things coming up, such as this right here, the GT4 Championship. Last time they ran that, it was phenomenal. Great racing. Really, really fun to watch and call. So yeah, make sure you hit the follow and the notification bell for this channel so you know when we're going live with that, because that's going to be great. Do it. Hit the follow button. Do it. Someone hit it. No one's hitting it. Never mind. But a little bit closer to home, we will have, well, a little bit closer to the next stream. It will be Aussie Motorsport League Stadium Trucks at Wanneroo Raceway. That's going to be fun, I think. I hope. Fingers crossed. See you later, Ronald. I'll be wrapping up this stream quite quickly. I've work tomorrow, unfortunately. Then we'll be back on Tuesday night with Shakedown Sim Racing at Kyalami, 19th of July. Kyalami, a great circuit. We've actually seen some fantastic racing all season long in the Shakedown Sim Racing series. So hopefully we can get a repeat on that on Tuesday. And then who knows when we'll be back live, but it will be back live for AK Racing when they're ready. I think they've run into a few problems, I don't really know. I haven't really been keeping up to date with that. No, I'm not very good at my job. Anyway, that is all for tonight. Thank you everyone for joining. That was quite a fun night. It was great to see a few old faces jump into chat, like Goldie. Great to have you back. Also noticed that you're into go-karting, so congratulations. Hope you have a ball with that. Yeah, we'll stay in touch. Hopefully, we'll see you on Sunday night for the stadium trucks. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this stream up. Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Till then, take care of yourself, look after yourself, be nice to everyone, and yeah, catch you in the next stream.